as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And just shutting him off there. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Murray going to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A first down carry for Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. At the 29-yard line.
Ready, break. 19, Charger, 19.
They'll set up to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Montreal first down.
Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
To throw, it's Murray. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
This one caught by Kittle. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
A big gain on the play.
Okay, great.
It's third down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 50 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even
20. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's good for a Montreal first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Murray now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now a second and 10. Murray to air it out again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw is Murray. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To the right side and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. If you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
13 yards.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Montreal, first down.
Now Murray. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen.
Brock Bowers with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cavs are able to cut into that deficit. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Murray now going to do it himself. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game.
16. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down and inches. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Buda Baker with a pick.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Montreal first down.
Throwing again, Murray. That's to Bowers once again. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Murray again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Brock Bowers saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Caps get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A final shot before half from Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Caps have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Murray now going to do it himself. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
18-year-old set to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Get your money up. I'm the money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. You're probably
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
A loss is 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Murray off play action. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. An audible here to get a new look.
Murray sets to throw on 4th.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Resulting the play is a turnover on downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Just shy of the goal line.
Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Here we go.
In motion left, the tight end. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3rd and 8.
Shotgun now from Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Murray now. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They run out of the gun with Irvin.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Caps have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Inside handoff, Henry.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go, Scott. Bronco switch. Rock, Cowboys. Ready.
Henry again on second down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
70 Timberwolves.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
48, visitors 36. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw here.
Now he's going to step up and run. And that's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
2nd and 10.
Scott on the coverage.
Back to throw it. Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
That's good for a Montreal.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.